Today on Ask the First Selectman, John Zagrodzky is going to answer a question about the Darien Senior Center. Longtime director Beth Paris abruptly retired, and now the Senior Center seems to be under the purview of the Human Services Department at Town Hall. What happened and what's going on?
Good question. Thanks, Jim. So I have to say, I think our senior center is probably the best in the state. If you look at the sheer volume of programming that they have and the participation by seniors in our community, I think it's fantastic. Kudos go to former First Selectman Dave Campbell and his efforts to convert that space into a really just terrific senior center with no shortage of programs for our older residents. I think it's fantastic if you're an older person and looking for things to do. You could do a lot worse than go sign up to participate in what they offer at the senior center. So Beth Paris, our longtime director of the senior center, she did retire, and we really salute her efforts over the 15 years that she was here with the town. She was a great friend to all, and I think a really valuable asset. But as we all know, there comes a time for people to retire, and when she decided to do that, it was something that ultimately we had to accept. And that's okay because there's so many people connected to the senior center that we think that the leadership of that group and then all of the programming and activities that come from it remain in good shape. It turns out that in a number of towns, programs like this or senior centers like this actually are under the purview of the Human Services Department. And the reason for that is that there's often an intersection between what senior citizens need and what our Human Services Department might provide. So when Beth retired, it gave us an opportunity to take a step back, look and see what other towns are doing in terms of their senior citizen or senior center leadership. And we decided that a best practice, if you will, that we should adopt is to have that leadership transfer over to Ali Ramstek. She is our director of human services. So she is now the full director of the group, but she's assisted by Liz O'Brien, who was the interim director when Beth retired. She still is going to be our sort of senior program and event leader, and she's assisted by Dawn Roy, who is now a full-time assistant for senior programming. So those two folks will be working under Ali Ramstek going forward. But one thing Ali is going to do, though, is really observe for the next 6 months. So we're not going to make any substantial changes to our programming or approach or any of those things for quite some time to give Ali a chance to sit and observe, if you will, get a sense for how we do things, what's working, what isn't, talk to a number of senior citizens who are there and ask them what they like and don't like, just to take a fresh look at things, but to do it in a way that does what I think is the most important thing in municipal government is stop, look, and listen, make sure you understand why we're doing things the way we do them now. And then once you have that understanding, think about some changes for the senior center. But I look forward to Allie's leadership. She is a bundle of energy and is very excited about this role. And she's ably assisted by some really capable staff there. So more to come, but I think everybody can count on a robust senior center going forward under Allie's leadership.
Thank you, John. If you have a question for our first selectman, send it along to us. Just email us at DarienTV79 at gmail.com.